Hello students, welcome to RD Chemistry. In this video, I will discuss previous year questions in chemical kinetics. Question number 1. If 50% of the reactant is converted into product in a first order reaction in 25 minutes, how much would it react in 100 minutes? Here we can make use of the formula. The concentration we left after some time is equal to the initial concentration A naught divided by 2 to the power n. Okay, this n is equal to number of half-lives. Now how many half-lives are there in 100 minutes? Time t is given 100 minutes. In after 100 minutes, how much will remain? And the half-life is given is equal to 25 minutes. Okay, therefore this I should convert into 25 into 4. Okay, that means there are 4 half-lives are there, therefore n is equal to 4 here. So let me take in terms of percentage, initial percentage 100% divided by 2 to the power 4, which is equal to 100 divided by 2 to the power 4 is equal to 16. This comes to be equal to 6.25 percentage. So this much percentage remains. So we can calculate how much is reacted. So 100 minus remaining is 6.25. Therefore reacted is equal to 93.75 percentage as reacted. Okay. So you can make use of this formula to get the answer. Therefore answer is option number 1. Right. Question number 2. The rate of reaction increases with the rise in temperature. Now you have to give the reason. When temperature increases, number of activated molecule increases and effective number of collisions also increases. The first option, increase in number of activation molecule. This is correct. Increase in activation energy, not possible. Decrease in activation energy, not possible. Increase in number of effective collision, this also correct. And for this question there are two options. Option number 1 is also correct. Option number 4 is also correct. Question number 3. Temperature coefficient of a reaction is equal to 2. When the temperature increases from 30 to 90 degrees centigrade, rate of reaction increases by, you know that for every 10 degree rise in temperature, rate of reaction increases by 2 times. Now you should find out 2 to the power n, how many times increases. Now what is this n is equal to? This n is equal to the difference in temperature from initial to the final divided by, for every 10 degree rise in temperature, rate of the reaction doubles. Now see here, this is equal to 90 minus 30 degree difference divided by 10, which is equal to 60 divided by 10 is equal to 6. Therefore n is equal to 6. Okay, so 2 to the power n is equal to 2 to the power 6, which is equal to 64 times. The rate of the reaction increased by 64 times. Okay, so answer is option number 2. Right. Question number 4. A plot of ln K versus for the reaction gives a slope 1 in 10 power 4. Energy activation for the reaction is equal to, we are supposed to calculate energy of activation is equal to how much? In the given question, it should be ln K versus the 1 by T, the temperature in terms of Kelvin scale. Okay. Now we'll make use of the Arrhenius equation, that is the ln K is equal to ln A minus EA divided by R into 1 by T. So this is of the form y is equal to m x plus c, but here it is slope is minus, so these are going to get a straight line, but slope will be negative. The slope is equal to m is equal to EA by R, and that is given. Okay, so negative slope, therefore EA divided by R is equal to, from the question, 1 into 10 power 4. Okay, So therefore EA is equal to 10 to the power 4 into R value. R value is equal to, since answer in terms of joules, we'll make use of 8.314 joules. Okay. So this answer is not there actually. So we can convert into 83.14 into 10 power 3 joules, which is equivalent to 83.14 in terms of kilojoules. Correct? Therefore, answer is which one? Answer is the fourth one here, right? Question number 5. Half-life of first order is given 10 minutes. Okay. They are given T half is equal to 10 minutes. Okay. And starting initial concentration 12 molar, rate after 20 minutes is equal to. So you have to calculate after time t is equal to 20 minutes, what is the rate of the reaction? You have to calculate rate. So rate is equal to, since it is a first order reaction, rate is equal to K into concentration of the reactant to the power 1. So first order reaction. So we have to find out K and we have to calculate R concentration at after 20th minute. Okay. So we have given T half is equal to 10 minutes. We can calculate K is equal to, for first order reaction, 0.693 divided by T half. Correct. Which is equal to 0.693 divided by T half is 10, which is equal to 0.0693. Correct. So that you can substitute here 0.0693 into, now calculate the concentration after 20th minute. Suppose I take 12 molar, where I take 12 molar, okay. In the first half life, after 10 minutes, it becomes exactly half, right? So that becomes 6 molar, 50% remains. Go for one more 10 minutes, that makes 20 minutes. So remaining will be approximately is equal to 3 molar, right? So 50% decompose, 50% remains, right? Right? So after 20th minute, the concentration of R is equal to 3 molar. So multiply by 3. Okay. Therefore, answer is option number 1. First one is the answer, right? Question number 6. In the first order reaction, concentration of the reactant is reduced to 12.5 in 1 hour. So let me take it as 60 minutes because answer given in terms of minutes. Okay. When was its half life completed? That means you are supposed to calculate what is the half life of this reaction. So if we take this starting the 100 percentage, okay, we don't know the half life, let it be T half. In the first T half become exactly 50 percentage, 50% remains. We'll go for one more T half so that it become now 25 percentage, correct? Go for one more T half, so it will be equal to 12.5 percentage, correct? So they are given in 1 hour, it becomes 12.5 percentage. So how many half lives are there here? There are 3 half lives are there. So time taken is equal to 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. Therefore T half is equal to 60 divided by 3 is equal to 20 minutes, right? The answer is option number 4. Question number 7. The activation energy of a chemical reaction can be determined by. Yeah. When this kind of problem comes, generally we make use of log K2 divided by K1 is equal to EA, activation energy, divided by 2.303 into R into T2 minus T1 divided by T1 into T2. Correct? So in the first of the again concentration doesn't come, right? Second one, evaluating the rate constant to different temperature. K1 and K2 there are two rate constant at two different temperatures, T1 and T2 is given. So therefore answer is option number 2. Second one is the answer here, right? Question number 8. 3A gives 2B. Rate of reaction, rate of change of B is equal to, you have to calculate. When they give 3A giving 2B, we'll write down the differential equation minus 1 by 3 dA divided by dt, correct? With respect to reactant, rate of reaction decreases minus is equal to with respect to product plus 1 by 2 you are supposed to write on the d of b divided by dt, correct? Therefore the rate of change of b divided by dt is equal to minus 2 by 3 dA divided by dt, correct? So what is the answer, students? Answer is option number 4, right? Minus 2 by 3 dA divided by dt, right? For a chemical reaction, some reactions given, rate law is given, the concentration is double, therefore reaction rate will be. So initial rate is equal to K into concentration square it. Now concentration is double, so rate of the reaction also changes. So rate star, let it be K into double the concentration and then square it, which is equal to 4K A square, correct? When you compare with the initial rate, so it is a 4 times the rate. Therefore, new rate is equal to 4 times. Therefore, answer is it quadruples becomes 4 times, right? Question number 10. The half-life of the first order reaction given T half is equal to 60 minutes, they are mentioned. What is the percentage left over after 240 minutes? Time interval given is equal to 240 minutes. Now convert this into number of half-life, which is equal to, I can write 60 into 4 minutes, correct? Therefore, there are 4 half-lives are there, correct? So therefore, n value is equal to 4. So in this case, we can make use of the formula, the amount of the reactant left after the certain time interval is equal to initial concentration divided by 2 to the power n, which is equal to, let me assume 100% to begin with, divided by 2 to the power 4, which is equal to 100 divided by 2 to the power 4 is equal to 16, and this will be equal to 6.25. Okay, so the answer is option number 2, correct? Question number 11. Which of the following statement is incorrect? Okay, let's see all the options. Complex reactions have fractional order. This is correct. The rate law, any reaction cannot be determined experimentally. So we find out the rate law of the reaction experimentally always. So this is a wrong statement. It should be we can calculate, determine experimentally. So therefore second one is the answer. Bimolecular reaction involves simultaneous collision between the two species, correct? And molecularity is only applicable for element reaction, that is also correct. Therefore answer is, incorrect statement is option number 2. Okay. Question number 12. Which of the following statement is in accordance with the Arrhenius equation? Means you have to find out the correct statement here. Okay. Let's see the first one. Rate of reaction increases with the decrease in activation energy. We have to remember Arrhenius equation K is equal to A into e to the power minus EA divided by RT. So remember here, as the temperature increases, rate of the reaction increases. Okay. And as activation energy decreases, and rate of the reaction also increases. Okay, we'll see the first option. Rate of reaction increases with a decrease in the activation energy is the correct statement. So first one should be the answer. Second option, rate of reaction decreases with increase in temperature, rate of reaction increases. Okay, rate constant decreases exponentially with the increase in temperature. Okay, wrong. Rate of reaction does not change with the increase in activation energy. Okay, rate of reaction changes. So therefore correct statement is option number 1. For a reaction half A giving 2B, rate of disappearance of A related to rate of appearance of by the equation. So they are given half A to give 2B. So let me write down the differential rate equation. So with respect to A should be minus 1 by 1 by 2 will become 1 by 1 by 2 will become d of A divided by dt, which is equal to plus 1 by 2 d of B divided by dt, which can be written as the minus 2 d of A divided by dt is equal to plus 1 by 2 of dB divided by dt, correct? So we can also write this as the minus d of A divided by dt is equal to plus 1 by 4 d of B divided by dt. Correct? So the answer is option number 3. Correct? Question number 14. For the reaction, reaction has been given. Rate of disappearance of O2. That means d of O2 divided by dt value is given is equal to 2 into 10 to the power minus 4 with the units are given. Rate of appearance you have to calculate. What is the d of SO3 divided by dt is equal to. So what we'll do, we'll connect only O2 and SO3. So that means O2 gives 2 times SO3. Okay. Sulfur dioxide is not required here. So we'll write down with respect to O2 and SO3. So d of O2 divided by dt, and this is the disappearing minus, which is equal to plus 1 by 2 d of SO3 divided by dt. Correct? Therefore, d of SO3 divided by dt, rate of appearance of sulfur trioxide, is equal to 2 times the rate of disappearance of the O2. Okay, so twice 2 times rate of disappearance O2 is given in the question 2 into 10 to the power minus 4. So which is equal to 4 into 10 to the power minus 4 with the respective units. So therefore answer is option number 2, right? Question number 15. The value of rate constant K of this pseudo first order reaction is. You remember students? The rate constant K is always a constant, depends only on the temperature. As the temperature changes, the rate constant K also changes and does not depend on concentration, partial pressure, whatever it is. Okay. Therefore answer is option number 1, depends only on the temperature. First one is the answer here. Okay. Question number 16. Plot of half-life versus R0 is a straight line parallel to the x-axis. Unit of rate constant of this reaction is. To find out the rate constant unit, you must know what is the order of the reaction. They are given, okay, like this. T half versus the R0 is a straight line parallel to the x-axis, which means whatever be the concentration going to take, the half-life is always a constant. Half-life is always a constant. Okay. Now half-life is always a constant for first order reaction. Remember, for first order reaction, that is a T half is equal to 0.693 divided by K. K is a constant for a given reaction. So therefore, it is independent of the initial concentration. So it is mainly for first order reaction. And for the first order reaction, the unit of rate constant K is in terms of second inverse. Okay, right? So the answer is option number 2 here. Question number 17, which is a wrong statement, and the questions are based on the Arrhenius equation. Let me take Arrhenius equation. K is equal to A into e to the power minus A divided by RT, or we can also write ln K is equal to ln A minus A divided by R into T. I can write 1 by T. Okay, so the first option, ln K versus 1 by T is a straight line. So this is of the form y is equal to, this is a minus slope x plus c. This is also straight line, but slope is negative. First statement is the correct statement. We have to find out the wrong statement. The presence of the catalyst will not alter the value of the A. In the presence of the catalyst, the activation energy decreases, rate of the reaction increases. That means it will alter. They are given not. Okay, this will be the wrong statement. The answer will be the second one is the answer. So it will alter it. We'll go for third option. Rate constant K is equal to Arrhenius constant if A is equal to 0. Suppose K is equal to A e to the power minus, they are given EA is equal to 0. So let me make 0. Anything power 0 is equal to 1. Therefore K is equal to A. This is the correct statement. Last one. EA by RT, e to the power EA by RT is nothing but it is a fraction of the reactant molecules that are the activated at the given temperature is also correct. Therefore, wrong statement is option number 2 here. Okay, right? Question number 18. 1 liter 2 molar acetic acid mixed with the 1 liter 3 molar ethyl alcohol to form an ester. Rate of the reaction with respect to the initial rate when each solution diluted with the equal volume water will be. Okay. So what we'll do, we'll write down the equation. So acetic acid CH3 COOH reacts with ethyl alcohol C2H5OH to give an ester, and this ester is the ethyl acetate CH3 COO C2H5. We can simply write it as the ester plus water H2O. So this is the esterification reaction. To begin with, they are taking 2 molar acetic acid and 3 molar ethyl alcohol. Initially products are not formed. Okay, they are in the ratio of 1:1 now. See, okay. So if 2 moles are reacting and 2 moles are reacting here, and the ratio 2:2, sorry, 1:1, correct? Products also 1:1. So plus 2 molar should be formed, and this is a water, let it be 2 molar. Okay, so it is a dilute solution now. Okay, now what is remaining here? Remaining is a 0. Acetic acid will not remain. So 1 molar ethyl alcohol will remain. So because this is the excess reactant. This is the excess reactant. Okay. So therefore rate is equal to concentration. Rate is equal to constant K into concentration acetic acid into concentration of the alcohol here. Correct. So which is equal to, I can write a K into 2 into 2 into 2 reacted, correct? 2 into 2 ester and 2 into 2 is reacted, correct? So I can write it as equal to 4K. Let it be the initial rate. This is the initial rate now. Okay, now they are given that each solution is diluted with the equal volume of water will be. Now we'll take a new rate. Let it be rate star here, let it be K into. Now if I dilute, 2 molar become exactly 1 molar, and alcohol also become exactly 1 molar. Okay, so it is equal to 1K, right? Therefore final rate divided by the initial rate is equal to 1K divided by 4K is equal to 1 by 4, which is equal to 0.25. So the rate of reaction will be equal to 0.25 times compared to the initial rate, right? Therefore answer is equal to option number 3, 0.25 times. Students, if you are watching for the first time, please do subscribe and like and share the videos. Thank you for watching.